I'm going to tell you the story of my life, the story that lives deep within my heart, runs through my veins, and has become an inseparable part of my soul. My name is Sofia Alvarez. I was born in Mexico, but most of my life has been spent on this land, in America. This is the story of a girl who, at a young age, found herself caught between her dreams and the separation from her homeland, and eventually decided that she would write her own destiny. I was born in a small village near Mexico City. My mother was a farm laborer who worked tirelessly from dawn until dusk, and my father was a day laborer who searched for work in the city. We did not have much money, but the love and bond of our family gave us the strength to survive. My father often said, "Sophia, life is a long road, and you must keep walking on it, no matter how many thorns lie in your path." When I was 10 years old, our village faced a severe crisis. A lack of rainfall caused the crops to fail, and our family was on the verge of starvation. My father decided that he would go to America to find work and eventually bring us to join him. This was not an easy decision. Crossing the border was dangerous. Patrols, rivers, and the darkness of night posed constant threats. But my father did not lose courage. My father made it to America. After several years, he arranged for us to join him. I was 13 years old at the time. Crossing the border is a memory that still lives vividly in my heart. We traveled at night, in such complete darkness that we could not even see our own shadows. Every step was filled with the fear that a patrol might discover us. Once, we had to lie flat on the ground when the beam of a helicopter's spotlight swept over us. My heart was pounding so fiercely that I thought everyone would hear it. But by the grace of God and the will of fate, we made it across safely. We arrived in California's Imperial Valley, where my father worked in the fields. Life there was harsh. We would rise at 4 in the morning, labor for long hours in the scorching heat, and return home exhausted in the evening. I attended school during the day, but in the afternoons, I helped my mother in the fields. Speaking English was a struggle. At school, other children teased me, calling me Mexican, and I would shrink back in embarrassment and silence. But there was a fire burning inside me. I wanted to study, to become something more. During high school, I began to transform myself. I practiced English every day, spent hours reading books in the library, and sought help from my teachers. One teacher, Mrs. Ramirez, noticed me. She too was an immigrant, and she told me, "Sophia, this country gives you what you demand from it, but you have to raise your voice to demand it." Because of her encouragement, I applied for a scholarship at school and was awarded a small one. After high school, my dream was to attend college, but a lack of money stood in my way. My father's health began to fail, and he could no longer work. I thought my education might end there. But then my brother Carlos, who worked in a construction company in California, told me, "You will study, and I will support you." He used part of his earnings to help me, and I enrolled in a community college. The 2 years at community college were a battle for me. I studied during the day and worked nights at a fast food restaurant. Every week, I sent money home and saved what I could for myself. Alongside my studies, I improved my English so much that people could hardly believe I had come from Mexico. After 2 years, I transferred to a university, where I earned a degree in business administration. Life became even more challenging during my university years. I worked part-time jobs, applied for scholarships, and sometimes went hungry. There was a period when I survived on a single packet of instant noodles for 2 weeks. But I never gave up. The same fire that had burned inside me in that small Mexican village continued to drive me. I knew that if I stopped, my life would stop with me. After earning my degree, I began working at a small marketing firm in Los Angeles. I started by handling files, but I seized every opportunity to advance. I continued studying at night and completed an MBA part-time. After years of hard work, I rose to the position of marketing manager in the same company where I had once been little more than an errand runner. Today, I am 40 years old. I now run my own marketing consultancy, where I help small businesses and immigrant entrepreneurs. I understand their struggles because I have walked that same path. With my earnings, I have built a home for my parents in Mexico, where they now live peacefully. My brother Carlos owns his own construction company, and my younger sister has become a schoolteacher. But this journey is not only a story of success. It is also a story of pain. I lost my father 3 years ago to cancer. Watching him suffer was unbearable because he could never afford proper medical care. He had no health insurance. That pain still lingers in my heart. I have seen that the American dream is not equal for everyone. Even as immigrants, we are often forced to hide our identities in order to be accepted. Yet, I remain grateful for this land. This country offers opportunities. Here, no matter where a person comes from, if they are willing to work hard, they can move forward. I have learned that in life, one must never surrender to defeat. There is always a path beyond every obstacle, and it is up to us to find it. When I look back, I see a girl crossing the border, trembling with fear but still moving forward. That girl still lives within me. She reminds me that with courage and determination, anything can be achieved. This is my story, the story of a woman who not only turned her own dreams into reality but also created a new life for her family.